How's that? All right. All right. Update on Kid. By the way, at noon, we are going live with Dylan Monroe, the map maker. So, join us for that.
You're going live. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'll be able to make it.
Well,
My lungs are.
you'll be in spirit.
I'll be there in spirit.
You have a little bit of a hard time right now.
Just a little bit.
Hi, beautiful. Hello.
Hey, Shella. I got your message.
By the way, we put out the call to see what kind of assistance everyone could help us with. And so far, about $1,500 has come in towards his IV ozone treatments. And we are beyond grateful and are so appreciative.
It's going to help out a lot.
Yeah.
The first one helped out quite a bit.
And also stay tuned because Kid and I are have been invited to be a part of a healing humanitarian project. And so these are going to include personal devices, home devices, and the med beds. And so we are going to bring you in, all of you in on it when it's time to do so. And so stay tuned. Let people know. This is really, really exciting. The stuff is already moving. And roles are being decided. What else? I don't know what else to say about it. Just stay tuned and stay in connection and contact with us so that we can keep you updated on that.
Just know that the information that we're hearing that we would love to share that we can't share at this moment is some really great information that blew our minds, that's going to blow your minds when we're able to finally share it with you guys. So just know everything is really moving in the right way. And guess what? It's because of all of you. Family, the high energy, the love, the connection, everything that you're doing, you guys are making it easier and faster while we stay in these high vibrations and high frequencies. So whatever that you're doing, keep on doing it.
So Kid had his first ozone IV, and it was really interesting. Would you like me to tell you about it? Put a thumbs up or a heart. And I'll take a few minutes and share that with you, and then what his result was so far.
Oh, we love every single one of you guys too.
Oh, so much.
So much love, 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 love.
Okay. Awesome. So, the doctor set him up with an IV, and he first put it on the IV rack, got it into his arm, and then let the IV flow. And then he inverted it. And now he was using gravity to pull blood from him into
Into the bag.
The bag. So after that was filled up, he turned on a machine where he got the, was it 90% pure oxygen, and he put it in
syringes, big, fat, thick syringes.
Yuck. Like that.
Syringes.
But bigger. And he did what, 8 of them?
About 8 to 10.
Yeah. So But the bag, he waited until the bag was filled up first with his blood. And Kid said, "Look, Mom." And he was showing me the tube, like, like this, right? The tube. And it was almost black. His blood was almost black.
Really dark red blood.
Yeah. And there's, Satnam kept telling us, push pure light into his body and into your home. And now that makes total sense why that was told to us. So, he would put the oxygen into his blood and shake it while he was doing it. And then he had to wait and let some of it drain back into Kid. Distractions. So that the bag would not pop. And then he was able to put the rest in, and his blood turned kind of lightish red, some
Like
of
a
it pinkish.
rose.
Yeah.
A rose red.
Yeah. So now that that's all done, we come home, and he sits down and he's like, and he starts vomiting. And I was like freaking out because
It was nonstop. It was about like 20 hurls, but nothing was coming up. I'm just sitting there.
until the end. Then some whitish stuff came out of his stomach, and all I can figure is that was something that needed to be eliminated from his body, whatever that was. And then his energy began to increase 50, 60, 70%, just like that. Oh, like in such a short period of time, especially the next day. And he hasn't been sitting up at all. But the next day he was sitting up almost all day long, and he was up and down and moving and doing things, and his body was flying around like he had energy. But then his lungs would stop him. So now we're waiting for is his lungs to catch up. Doc says that we need at least 10 of these for him, and then he wants to do the IV treatment too, where the blood going into the bag, and then from the bag the tube is put into the IV machine and then back into his body. He says it's really good for killing HIV, all sorts of infections, molds, parasites, anything going on in the body. So we're super, super excited. And of course, once we start using the IV, it's going to be more expensive. But that's where your gift has come in so beautifully, you guys. So beautifully. The regular IV Ozone is $155, and with the IV, it'll be $209. So
The UV light, right?
UV light.
Because you're calling it IV.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I already have an IV. It's just
The UV
going
light.
through not an IV light, but a UV light.
Yes. So we're still appreciating any type of assistance and help you guys can give. It'd be really great. All right, on to the next thing. So yesterday he had a virtual meeting with his doctor, and his doctor's asking him all sorts of questions, and Kid says, "Yeah, I'm still bleeding. Yeah, this morning." And the doc says, "You're still bleeding? Well, aren't you taking such and such medicine?" And he goes, "I don't know." So he starts looking through all of his medications, right? Looking through like handfuls of all of these medications. And he can't find it. So he pulls out the paperwork from the pharmacy and he can't find it. I get on the phone with the pharmacy, and here is our conversation. So, give kid's birthday, his name. Do you have such and such medication for him? Yeah, we do. Oh, that's great. When was it filled? On the 9th. 3 days ago. You've had this for 3 days and we didn't know. And I said, well, you can come pick it up. So yeah, I went and picked it up, and then I asked to speak to the pharmacist. And when I told her my concern that when I showed up on Friday to get all of his prescriptions, they says, well, they're working on all of them. Could you come back in an hour? Sure, absolutely. I came back, I grabbed the prescriptions, and I left. And they didn't bother to tell me there was one that still was being worked on. And so there it sat while he's bleeding. And that's so wrong on so many levels. And so she threw the ball back in my court, because I said to her, that should have been told to me. She goes, well, you should know what prescriptions he needs. You should have a list. I said, no, it doesn't work that way. If there's a prescription that you are filling, you need to let me know that I need to come back. And she just wouldn't take any responsibility for it. So I went to the manager, told the manager. She goes, oh, that's wrong on so many levels. She made a phone call. She got me an 800 number. I told my story, what happened there. And she goes, that's wrong on so many levels. I'm going to escalate this. So hopefully they'll take care of it. And why we're back in the system, I still don't know. I was asking my team, and I'm like, I don't understand. We did everything we could to get out of the system, and then right back in we were thrown. So I'd like to understand this. Why? What's the lesson? What do we need to know? What are we here to change? Right? Yeah. Anyway, so one thing at a time, we're working through. And I know you guys are, going through stuff too. It's not pleasant. It's, there are challenges with it. I found myself trying to go live with you guys, and I had just been on the phone, people calling in, medical calling in, calling us back. It's just been nonstop this morning. So that type of stuff occurs when you're handling things, right? And then, what about you?
What do you mean, what about me?
And anything you want to say?
Not really. I can't really speak right now.
Okay. So he's doing so much better, especially with the new medication that the pharmacy had and didn't tell us. Oh. And then trying to get refills on some of them that he does not need to be without right now.
Yeah.
Are there trolls in the chat?
There was one.
Oh.
It's kind of funny. Trolls. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Chella. Chella said, and of all those, you guys deserve it after so much service to others. Well, you guys, you're our hearts. And we're excited to get back into doing the things that we need to do to help everyone. We're all growing so much together, and we want to continue to do so.
I can't wait until I can get back up on my feet so I can start doing more card readings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I miss doing my card readings and stuff.
Yeah. So what else? What else has been going on? Kid's wheelchair was supposed to be delivered yesterday. And I called today and I said, so Kid was supposed to have a wheelchair delivered yesterday, and we knew that because you guys called us and said, "Hey, can we deliver your wheelchair?" So we picked Monday, and they said if we don't show up, then we'll get a phone call. Well, we got neither. So you want to tell me what's going on? And so she got it worked out, and she called back and she goes, "It'll be delivered today." I said, "With no repeat of what just happened?" She laughed. She goes, "No." So if you missed it, I will be live with the map maker, Dylan,
Monroe.
at 12 noon my time, Pacific Standard Time. So that's in,
Hour and a half.
yeah, an hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
I don't know what his plan is, if he's going to talk about more about his visions or something else that's going on. Either way, he's awesome to listen to.
He has awesome information, no matter what. Maybe he has a new map that he's working on. Those maps are amazing.
So Diane Casey, she's one of our mods. She told me about this, and she goes, "This is awesome if medications are giving you constipation or you having constipation for another reason." And so I tried 2 of them yesterday. Oh wow, it works. It's really nice. Yeah. Have you taken your glutathione today?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Took the glutathione, took the ASEA, took
Okay, so
almost all my pills.
this is glutathione. And Diane, of course, she saw a show on this from Ethan and gave it a try, and then told me about it. And so I called Ethan and said, "I need this for Kid." And what he explained was that most glutathiones are something you swallow and the gut kills it before it can be any effect in the body. Whereas this is a liquid. Can you hear that? And you swish it in your mouth for 30 seconds, just like the ASEA, and it gets absorbed in the mouth, and whoa, did it give me energy. Did it give you energy?
I don't know about energy. I don't know.
So it depends on where you're at, right?
My body's still healing.
Yeah.
So whatever energy that it's given me, I
It's
don't
going
feel it.
towards healing. Right.
I just don't feel it.
Whereas I'm not needing that kind of healing yet, but so it's given me energy, and that's incredible. So if you guys would like to try this, experience it, give us a buzz, and we'll get you set up with that. And then of course the ASEA has been incredible in keeping us going. I have had a couple times where I thought I was just going to melt. The stress, the fear of losing him. It felt like we went there almost a couple times. So all these things help. And then there are other things that I'm taking. And I shared it with... Where's your box? There it is. I shared it the other night, but I'll share it again real quick. This is incredible. Wise Men. And it's coconut oil, frankincense essential oil, and myrrh essential oil. And it really helps with the pain, right? Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
Do we need to go?
I'm fine.
Okay. And because this is oil, I use this with our Easy Breathe, which is a bunch of essential oils for the lungs, and CBD oil. but this goes on after all the water-based things. Water-based is DMSO, as well as Lugol's iodine, and I don't think the other things are in the box. Let's see. So that, and then the NutraSwish has the NumiSkin, and that's a detoxer of the skin, the ederma, and so I put all that on first, and then goes the oils after it, and that's helping a lot. So when he finds himself in a lot of pain, especially the rectal area, I'll rub that down there on the lower part of the back, and then of course everything on where the lungs are, and then his head where all these Kaposi sarcoma things are, and just to get them all healed. So we're working it, but all those things are helpful. Yep, I'm live now, Diane. Absolutely. Diane just showed up.
I did.
So Diane is the one who I was talking about. She's our moderator. Diane is the one who started all of this with bringing our need for KID to you guys, and she reminded me that we did this for Jason Q when he didn't think he was going to be able to continue his work, and so we went live saying what his need was, and you guys just went to the bomb for him. It was so incredible. And she goes, why wouldn't you do that for KID? Why wouldn't you do that for your child? And I said, no reason why. Family will help. And so I did. I brought it to you guys, and you guys have been so beautiful, sending prayers, sending messages, sending some financial help. And like I'll repeat it again, so far a little more than 1,500 has come in to help all the treatments that he's going for. So we love you too, and thank you so much for everything. It's so beautiful to have family. Gary Brecka, huh? Okay. We ready to go?
I'm in pain, yeah.
Where? You need the stuff on your back again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go so that I can, all that stuff that I just showed you, I'm going to do for him. And put that on his back. That helps, and it's soothing. Oh, one other thing I forgot. This too. Treat minerals. Trace minerals.
Treat minerals. It's treat minerals.
Seriously.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Here's your minerals.
So yeah. It's all that. I have everything here.
Oh.
I love you. Bye.
You have